What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron back again with another video. Before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. And before we dive in, man, this is just a quick video, man. Sterling Cooper, he was on the Fresh and Fit podcast. This was from a while back, but I've been getting into a lot of debates, so to speak, over body count whether body count should matter or not. And you know how these women get triggered whenever you say it does matter, and no matter how much science, data, and statistics and truth, you know what I mean, you give them information they can look up themselves, and they still don't want to believe it, man, because it just doesn't line up with what they want. And it doesn't fit their narrative. Alright, so I ain't gonna quit talking. I'm gonna quit talking because I've been peeping the analytics, man, and some of y'all ain't watching all the way through. So I'm gonna try to talk less at the beginning and just get right into it, alright?
A woman getting sex is like a man lifting up a stone.
Yeah.
It's like it's a heavy rock. All right, done, easy.
So that's why like a man's body count is like a source of pride
we
for
have
them.
to work for it.
Yep.
Yeah, and they hold it very like. But for women, it's like you can't really brag about that. It's like someone with high metabolism being skinny.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, and that's
Like
kind
a
of
skinny guy having abs.
Genetics.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah.
Thank you. I rest my case. I rest my case. So, yeah, pretty much spot on with that. I mean, I really don't know what else there needs to be said. I've used quite a few, and I used an analogy in one of my recent videos. It's like I'm trying to think, what was the analogy? It's like me and somebody else playing Grand Theft. A lot of people know what Grand Theft Auto is. Or RPG game. You know what I mean? First person, open world game. Well, however you want to call it. Imagine two people playing the same game. One person has to earn access to the better equipment, better weapons. The other person starts off with all the best stuff and has access to everything from the moment they start the game. Both people beat the game, but the person that started with everything wants to be praised for beating the game the same way the person that had to earn everything to beat the game. That analogy fits right in line with what Sterling Cooper said. It is, for one, y'all control access to sex, and it's harder for men to get sex. So therefore, we will always be praised more so than y'all will for having sex with a lot of people. You can't control access to the box and then feel like you should be praised because you was able to have sex with a lot of dudes. That's not an accomplishment. I genuinely do not understand why women. Here's the better question. Why would you want to be praised like a man for that? Especially when any man with any common sense knows that you don't have to work nearly as hard as we do to get sex. Why would you want to? Like, 'cause you got women out here bragging about celebrities and entertainers that they smash, like that makes them special. Like, congratulations, you hit the genetic lottery. You was the lucky chosen one out of thousands of women. Like, 'cause if you would have said no, he would have just if you would have said no, he would have just picked somebody else. Like, you're not that fucking special. I don't get it, man. I really don't get it when it comes to these women, man. And they have no idea what pair bonding is. Like a stat. I'm like, and I need to look it up again. But man, once a woman hits double digits when it comes to body count, it's pretty much downhill from there. From what I've seen in the stats, I have to look it up again. But man, it's bad. It's really bad, man. And I think this is just one of those double standards that women are gonna have to accept. Just like men are always gonna have to accept that women can make a fortune off of their looks. Like the fact that women can solely get in the club for free just because they got a vagina. Like, those are double standards that will never, ever change. And men have accepted these double standards that benefit y'all for years. But it just so happens that this one double standard bothers y'all more than anything. And this I got a question, man, for any woman that's watching this. All the other double standards that benefit y'all, that we accept and we don't complain about, would y'all be willing to throw all of those benefits away just so you can get praised for having sex with a lot of dudes the same way we get praised for having sex with a lot of women? So in other words, would you be willing to give up not getting in the club for free anymore? Would you be willing to not be able to do any form of sex work or anything that involves your looks to make a living? Would y'all be willing to give up those things just so y'all can be praised the same way men are? That's a really good question. Because to be honest with you, I don't think most women would. And you want to know why? Because most women don't want to sleep around like that anyway. So why the fuck y'all over here feeling some type of way about it? Now, if you do, cool, go do you. But don't sit over here and bitch and complain about you not being able to find a man because you did you. So I find that so strange. These modern women want us to adjust and bend for them, but they don't even. I'm like, but they don't even want to do the same for us. Sad, man. I'm like, well, what are your thoughts on this, man? I love hearing other people's input, thoughts, man. Any kind of other perspective y'all may have on this, man, because the whole body count thing, I don't, you know what I mean? I will argue this to the death, man, because I don't understand why women think this. I don't understand why women feel like this shouldn't be an issue. It will always and forever will be an issue. All right.